Now then, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I love to see heather on the moors when I'm out walking, particularly at this transitional time of the year when its colours, contrasting as they do against the muted hues of autumnal misty days, really come to the fore. Well, not only that, this time I've swapped Yorkshire for Lancashire to climb one of its most famous promontories. Well, that'll be none other than Pendle Hill then. Pendle Hill is notorious for lots of reasons. Most famously, it was the home of a bunch of lasses with pointy hats and suspicious looking broomsticks who were tried and executed for witchcraft in 1612. I may be exaggerating about the pointy hats though. It's never really shaken off the fallout from that, and tourists continue to have witch-related gifts foisted upon them at every opportunity. As for the hill, it's a notable promontory rising up from the surrounding Lancashire moorlands that simply begs to be climbed. It's something of a mystery to me then that it's taken me so long to get around to climbing it. Over the years I've admired it from afar. On a clear day, its distinctive shape can be seen from the summits of Ingleborough and Whernside, and I've often promised myself that I should take a closer look. So finally it happened, and here we are on the long, slow climb up to the top of Pendle Hill. The view from the top is extensive and exhilarating, or it would be if it wasn't quite so claggy. It's just as well then that there was so much more to see and enjoy at the top. As well as the views and the photo opportunities, it's a great place to sit and eat lunch. The adjacent moors of Barley and Pendleton provide a myriad of ways in which a hike might be extended. Ogden Clough cuts its way through the moors and wheedles its way back down via two reservoirs to the village of Barley, a natural starting point for anyone wishing to climb Pendle. It was here on the top of Pendle Hill that I discovered several potential painting subjects. I loved the kestrel, eagerly surveying its surroundings, but painting it would simply have to wait. On this occasion, I was totally bewitched by the local topography and its vegetation. In particular, a subject that I haven't painted for a while: heather. Did you know that there is more heather moorland in Britain and Ireland than anywhere else in the world, where globally it's quite rare? Here on the slopes of Bore Clough and the summit of Pendle Hill on a slightly misty last day in August, it was in full bloom and looking quite magnificent. I'm applying paint with a small number 5 round brush in a series of dobs or blobs. It's a random application, but with a flow to it. Basically, I'm loosely following the shape of the crimson that was applied in the first wash. Well, once I've applied it, I'm softening it off along its top edge with a damp brush. That way, the shapes become a part of the scene, integral to it, blending into the wash beneath it. And as for painting the hill, well, this is quite straightforward. The only challenge involved really is to negatively paint around the shape of the cairn and to rough up the line of the foreground moorland where it meets the hill so it isn't too straight and smooth. And just in case you're wondering what a cairn is, it's basically a pile of stones, often found along footpaths and long established rights of way that have been built as a navigational aid in poor visibility. Oh, another thing I'm doing here is softening off the top of the hill with a damp brush to give it the impression of disappearing into low cloud. Well, it's surprising what a difference putting the hill in has made. It's a relatively small addition, but it has helped to place the scene into some sort of context. It's suddenly starting to feel like we might actually be on the top of a moorland hill, hiking our way through the heather. Having established the shape of the cairn, I'm quite keen to paint in some of its details. Essentially, what I'm doing is breaking it down into two tones, initially at least. I will be adding a darker tone to it before I'm done, but for now I'm simply mapping it out, breaking it down and trying to avoid creating any repetitive or geometric patterns as I do so. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then please do hit the like button. It really does make a difference. And if you'd like to see more, why not become a studio member of my YouTube channel? With that, you'll get instant access to the full-length, non-time-lapsed version of the demonstration, from which this has just been a very small extract, along with a bursting back catalogue of full-length demonstrations and tutorials, all for you to enjoy at any time. To subscribe, just hit that join button below. I should also mention that there are other sign-up options available, such as my online tuition service. For now, that's it from me. Until next time, take care.